starting our video series featuring characters related to Ahsoka Tano in celebration of the new Disney Plus Ahsoka series. We've got Ahsoka Tano and Grogu on Way I Got It Figured.
The way I got it figured.
What's up, figure fans? Way I Got It Figured back with another vintage collection review. This time we're looking at Ahsoka Tano and Grogu Deluxe pack. And we're doing this in celebration of the new Ahsoka series on Disney Plus. So we're gonna have essentially 7 weeks of Ahsoka. I think there's 8 episodes in the series. The first 2 drop as I film this video tomorrow on July 22nd at 9 p.m. So I wanted to have a video to go with each episode, or at least each week. I'm not going to do 2 videos for 1 and 2, just 1 per week. And I wanted to start with this one because it's a deluxe figure, and I wanted to see how it compares to the carded version that was released a little bit earlier. And I did do a review of that figure during the Mandalorian run, but I didn't get this figure until after the Mandalorian had already completed airing. So we're going to take a look at it. I'm going a little bit old school. We're going to open it as we shoot the video. I haven't opened it yet. So the first thing we're going to do, of course, is look at the packaging. And as you can see, there's a nice little diorama shot of Ahsoka with one of those owls that tends to watch over certain characters in Dave Filoni's stuff. So there's kind of, it's kind of an Easter egg in a sense. And I don't remember it watching over her in the Mandalorian, but apparently it did. In the episode The Jedi, where we learned the child's name was Grogu. Very good episode, great episode actually. I believe that episode was directed by Bryce Dallas Howard. On the back, of course, you got another shot of the front and an inset that shows the accessories that Ahsoka comes with. You can see that there, vintage collection, no collector's number on the deluxe figures. After the first one that they did, don't get collector's numbers. So there you go. Let's get her out of the package and check her out. Alright, so we've got Ahsoka out of the package. This is exactly how she comes in the package, with her cape on and the hood on. Like, that's literally how she is in the package. And like VC222, the other version of this figure, the likeness to Rosario Dawson is there, the actress that portrays Ahsoka on film. And the cape does add a nice dimension. Robe, cape, I'm not sure what we want to call it. It's a cape, there's no sleeves. And to the naked eye, other than the cape, it looks like exactly the same figure. But I will pull her out and do a comparison later. And then for her accessories, she can stand on her own, she doesn't really need help. For her accessories, she comes, like I said, with the owl, and the owl has nice details, and it does have like a little wrist kind of slot for her to just slide it onto her arm. It fits okay, I guess. So like that. And of course, you get her two lightsabers that are clear, just like VC 222. You get this lantern that's sort of sitting on a rock in the picture, and I guess, you know, when she was in the forest on the one planet, she had kind of a lantern. There you go. And of course, you get Grogu. And this time he's got his hands out like he's using the Force. Doesn't really move too much. You can turn his head. That's about it. But he's nicely detailed for a figure that doesn't, you know, do much. He's got his hands out like he's using the Force, which we also have these two things. Finally. So I guess these are supposed to be, like, one is like the knob from the Razor Crest. And the other one I think is just like a rock that he was playing with. I really need to watch that episode again, but I'm pretty sure the intent is that he is manipulating the Force to move those small objects around. So that's the contents of the package. That's everything that's in there. Pretty nice stuff. Nice little deluxe figure. And now we'll look at Ahsoka's articulation. So we'll move the out. And it's the self-same articulation as the previous Ahsoka figure. So obviously the arm's gonna bend there. Got the swivel at the elbow. Her waist does turn. A little bit of an ab crunch. Her thighs swivel. Her knees bend there. I mean, just like the other figure, which I covered all of this articulation before. And her head does have some up and down movement, but the Leku kind of block it. But it's still good articulation for a 3/4 inch scale figure. And I really like the cape. Obviously, because I have the other one, I'm not going to remove the cape from this one. There'd be no need to do that. But yeah, that's our articulation. So let's bring in VC 222 Ahsoka. So this is the very figure that I reviewed earlier on the channel. We bought back in March. And it's the exact same figure, but now just looking at them, the grays are a little more muted on this figure, just a little bit. It's roughly the same figure. I mean, it's the same character, the same figure. One's got on a cape, one doesn't. Any plastic color difference, which is extremely slight, is just because they didn't make these at the same time, I guess. But Portrait is exactly the same. There's no... She doesn't have a different face or anything. It's the same face. One's just wearing a cape, and one isn't. Obviously, it's the same outfit. So that's your comparison. All right. There you go. I'm going to move on to final thoughts. All right, final thoughts on Deluxe Asohka, Tano, and Grogu 2-pack. Luckily, I was able to keep this one short and sweet. Not because, you know, there's nothing to talk about or anything. Well, in a sense, there isn't, because I already reviewed the sort of companion carded figure to this set. So you're getting a Grogu, you're getting some set pieces. If you want to, you know, kind of do some rocks and do like a forest backdrop kind of deal, you can kind of use those pieces to help set it up. The figure is exactly identical to VC 222 with a cape. Cape stays on, hood stays on more or less. Looks like it's kind of coming off a little bit, but you can get it on there. It's not impeding the figure. It's not blocking the figure in any way. The Grogu's nice. The little force things are nice. You know, it's a nice set. It's like sort of like if you're a vintage collector and you like to get, you know, collector's numbers, then you want to probably just get this one, right? Because you also probably have Grogu's. I believe that's the third or fourth. That's probably the third Grogu that I own. You know, in a pack that I've opened anyway. So, you know, nothing new about Grogu. His head turns, but he is very nicely painted, and that's cool. And of course, if you want to set up, you know, Ashoka holding the owl, you can do that. So you got some options for display, basically. So yeah, all that said, I'm going to give this figure a 9 out of 10 rating. I will probably give it a 10 because everything's really nicely done and everything, except that, of course, it's a straight repaint of VC 222. So can't give it a 10, but a 9 is good. You know, I would, if you're not a Star Wars fanatic, you just like to get one of each character, I would probably get this and not get the other one. If you have Ahsoka VC 222, which of course you had no idea if they were gonna then later turn around and make the same figure again, you know, I don't know, you may need it, you may not, but as a package, it's very nice. I don't mind at all that I got it. It was very hard to track down for one thing, so there's that. All right, guys, this is going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Obviously, there's going to be more Star Wars Vintage Collection material for Ahsoka, and then, of course, Return of the Jedi, 40th anniversary, still happening. So I got Darth Vader for that. Got a couple of things going with that. So there's more Star Wars content coming. For now, I'm going to leave it here, and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.
The way I got it figured.